Hello viewers, this is my 2019 Z1000R and this is my first ever YouTube video. So I've decided that I want to start recording some bits and bobs around the bike, and I noticed when I was trying to find videos before I bought the bike that everyone that I've been watching is a pretty experienced rider. So this is going to be videos coming from someone that got their first ever bike about 18 months ago, which was a KTM 152 stroke off-road. So that's the first bike I ever owned. I was one of them children that wasn't allowed a bike. So my mum lost a friend of hers when she was younger, so she has a phobia of bikes. So the minute I moved out, I decided that I'd do my lesson, my test. So I've done an all access, direct access course. Took me about 2 months to get fully qualified, and I bought a 600cc ZX6R. So that's the Kawasaki Ninja, and it was amazing. The power on it was, considering I'm not from a biking background, was a massive shock to me to begin with. So it took a bit of getting used to. I had that bike for only 3 months. Done about 1,000 miles on it, and it was just starting to hit me back. So when I was riding that bike, it was very much a case of, do I hit my wrists and lean on my wrists, or do I squeeze the bike with my legs the proper way, which after sort of 100 miles would start to really sort of get to me back. So where I live, all the sort of great driving roads are about an hour away, so about 100 miles. Well, between 60 and 100 miles away. So it was a case of I could get to them, but getting home would be a different story. And I was eyeing these up, and it was always going to be a case of, do I buy one of these with the Z1000, or do I get a Kawasaki, sorry, not Kawasaki, this is a Kawasaki, a KTM Super Duke 1290R. And to be honest, that was my first choice, but after going on forums and reading reviews, and then the final sort of nail in the coffin was the insurance prices on the KTM. So I settled on this, which is only done 3,500 miles from new. I got the R edition, and you'll have to forgive me. Like I say, I'm not really big on, well, I'm not really the most clued up person when it comes to bikes, but I've been led to believe that if you get the R, it's a different paint job. So you get like this matte dark silver. You get Öhlins suspension, Brembo brake kit front and back, and I believe they come with the Akrapovic exhausts as standard, and it's a full system. The only issue is, if you get one of the newer models, there is no pin to take off the baffles, so it does sound a little bit subdued, but that will be fixed in the near future when I get the baffles removed. So first impressions of the bike. The torque is unbelievable, especially coming from a super sport bike 600, where you've really got to get it up there, sort of 12,000 RPM upwards to get the power out of it. With this, first up to 6th gear, you twist the throttle and it's pushing you back into the seat. It's a really good bike. Then what else is there? So yeah, it's a weird story actually. So I actually had to drive the Ninja to Leeds, which was fun. It's about a 60-mile ride, and it was in freezing fog, and I couldn't see on the motorway, but it meant I could ride this home the 60 miles and do a very clear comparison of it. So this on a motorway journey is so much better. You just sort of sit in 6th gear. At 70 mile an hour, you're doing about 3,000 RPM, maybe just over 4, but you twist the throttle to get past someone, and you pass them before you can even blink, because the torque on it is just an absolute monster when it comes to torque. So I will be doing some videos with ride-alongs. I can't do it right now because the GoPro I'm currently using doesn't support an external mic, so I'm currently trying to get that sorted. But just give you an idea of the things that will be coming up, it's going to be a case of a couple of trips out to Wales, Devil's Bridge, the Lake District, and like I say, I'll have my helmet cam at that point, and I can do some very clear sort of commentary as I'm riding along. But I'll do a quick start up, and then I'm going to put a little ride along at the end of this. But just bear in mind, I don't have an external mic, so there's probably going to be a lot of wind noise, and there won't be any of me sort of talking.